what you always miss. Seeing Mac locked up, but we still a clear.
All my soldiers on lockdown, we love y'all. See Murder Mac, hold it down. We breaking y'all out real soon.
After his arrest, did y'all have any involvement, or were you involved in this case early on any level?
No, because I told him. He'll tell you, I love him, but I told him, I say, if you get caught up in anything, then I'm not coming to see you. I'm not dealing with that. That's on you. And he's like, all right, boss, I'm gone. And that's how it went.
Is that because he was doing this club show that you didn't want him to do?
Yes, and I told him that.
Peace, fam. So the Colonel Master P, who's definitely been vocal in the media about the cases of Mac and C Murder, his brother, as you know, there was recently an interview where he spoke out about Mac's case, and he went on to assert that, you know, Mac shouldn't have been in that situation for having millions in the bank. So I'm gonna let you hear that interview we recently posted. I'll put a little clip of it, and then we got a response from Mac's wife. So this was sent to us. I don't know how relevant this is or how new it is, but we'll check it out.
The only thing I told Mac, I said, you don't need to go to no club for $5,000 when you got millions of dollars in the bank. That was my last conversation with a hood club. When you make decisions in churches, you got to suffer the consequence, even if you're innocent. Think about it. Somebody lost their life in that club. Even in my brother's case, somebody lost their life in that club. And guess what? The bigger fish to catch is turning on the artist, turning on somebody that's talking about street stuff in their music. And you just guilty by your lyrics now.
Yeah, so there we have it. Master P saying if Mac had millions in the bank, he shouldn't have been in that situation. And Mac's wife, Angelique Phipps, went to post on this looks like Instagram. If Mac had millions in the bank at that time, then he wouldn't have ever thought about doing a small club show for $5K. Furthermore, to even suggest that he somehow deserves to be in prison for 20 years as a consequence of hanging around the wrong people, or had somehow made himself a target, is ridiculous. We are talking about a man who had never been in any kind of trouble or even had a traffic ticket prior to this incident. Angelique Phipps. So it says, you know, she wasn't feeling anything Master P had to say on the Louder Than Riot podcast. If you guys haven't heard the full podcast, make sure you check it out. Definitely free C, free Mac. Let us know your thoughts on this situation. I know we got a lot of No Limit fans and supporters. It should be also said that P has lent his support a lot over the years in songs and interviews and stuff in support of C and Mac's case. He also called for Barack Obama to pardon Mac and C a few years ago, and here's a bit of audio from that.
I'm here because I changed my mindset. And even he's in prison for a crime he didn't commit, but it's like the mindset. He named himself C Murder. Back in the days, I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Like, let's be, I could have named myself something crazy, but I wanted to master what I do. And shout out to Corey Miller, my brother. I definitely, you know, I know Obama been pardon people, and I definitely really want to send this to the president. This is my letter to the president. When you look at Corey Miller, he's not a bad person, somebody that I love. You know, yeah, he's not perfect. Maybe he did some things in his past, but right now, the crime that he's on right now, he's in prison for a crime that he didn't commit. The things that he did, he paid his dues for the crimes that he did in his past, in his childhood. Everybody have a childhood, nobody's perfect. I feel like the system locked in on him and targeted him. And I love him, that's my brother. You know, I tell him all the time, when you get out, me and you going in the backyard and put him up. Like, we really, because, you know, even to me, he done did some crazy stuff, but I love him, we blood, so whatever, 5 minutes later, we off of that. That's what family is. But in Louisiana, man, it's like the judge should be indicted, the case should be opened back up, because the judge did a lot of things. When you look at the judicial system in Louisiana, you know, this guy got in to be the judge, and he had to come up with a gimmick to, this how I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get all the criminals off the street. They took my brother off the street away from his family, his girls. I mean, I feel like why Obama should pardon him, because he's been through so much. And when he get out, he'll be able to inspire the next generation. He'll be able to help because he actually lived it. He been through it, you know, and he held his head up, even though, you know, I know it's hard, it's tough. It's even tough for me because, you know, me going to visit him, you know, I'm like, man, any moment somebody could plant something on me. I don't even do drugs or nothing and say I'm bringing drugs. And now my life stopped. I can't feed my family, my kids, because I'm going to try to see my loved one. I mean, the DA put out some stuff back in the day saying, oh, P did this. I wasn't even down there. That just go to show you how crooked the system could get when they want you or they want to throw somebody away to look good. They do it. And I think it's the same thing that a lot of brothers, a lot of innocent people in prison. There's a lot of people should be in prison. They need to be in prison. Like I respect the judicial system. I also respect the police because a lot of people talk, you know, it's not about police, it's about good people. Like when you put that badge on, you need to be a good person. Just like they want us to change our life, we in the streets, do right. I done that. You know, I started off one direction. I have nothing to hide, but I changed my life. And I feel like with my brother, I feel like he was a target, but also I feel like he put himself in a bad predicament just by living the life he lived and not, when he got an opportunity to change, he didn't take full advantage of it. So, but I also feel like after 10 years, a guy on the case that he didn't commit and they got cameras in the club, you gotta let this man out because you know it's not, they got witnesses saying it wasn't him who did this. You could look on the camera and see the person who did it. Why are you not arresting that person? Right. That's why he should be pardoned because the evidence is there that he's innocent. Also Mac, you know, Mac is another one, should be free. They know Mac didn't do it. The kid mama even know Mac didn't commit this crime. She came out and said that Mac did not kill my son. Why do you still have this man in prison if he didn't commit this crime?
Well, this week, I think they filed for clemency on that this week. There was some movement on the case this week.
You know, they say movement. It's not until that person is free and they back on the streets. I feel like Mac could really, because Mac was on the right track. He just was around the wrong people. And I think these lessons of taking these guys away from their families, from their careers, and their family can't eat without them. They the head of the family. They the breadwinners. People depending on him, on both of them. I feel like they could actually change the way we see hip hop now. Because a lot of these guys in hip hop now haven't been through no struggle or no pain. Their pain is gonna change the way you think about hip hop.
So I mean, that's really interesting that. Because that perspective is something that I think we see with our audience a lot. There is a perspective that a lot of these cats now haven't gone through the same struggle in order to get where they are. So they don't necessarily appreciate.
Well, even the fans know it. The fans can tell, like, this person haven't been through no struggle. They might have a hit record, but it's like instant grits. It won't last. It's not like soul food when your parents tell you, you know what, I'm gonna fix you some food that's gonna stick to your stomach, some soul food. And that's why I came up with this album. I named my album Louisiana Hot Sauce. Because, you know, now we gotta really put some of that real back out there. And I think, you know, if Obama pardoned Corey Miller and Mac, I really think that he'll be doing something big for our culture. I think, you know, getting their minds right, and I feel like what they've been through, they're gonna be able to do something important for the next generation. I think the next generation is really gonna be able to feel the pain that they've been through. You know, when you're looking at, even though I know it's Tupac life, you know, by Tupac dying young, and, you know, we have nobody to look up to. I feel like with C coming home, really been through something and still being alive, I think that people will be able to take his message and receive it, even though, because the world is full of negativity, you know. You got somebody on every corner thinking they the toughest of the toughest. But I feel like that he could explain what he been through, you know, and that's what the Bowder Challenge is about. It's like, you know what, let's put that into something positive. And I think hearing that from C would really change the way this generation, you know, perceive reality. And I try to get that to my same youngsters. A lot of them getting these big deals, getting big money. Man, bring us around so we've been through this. Don't go find some new person that just telling you what you want to hear. They're only telling you what you want to hear because they trying to get in your pockets. And guess what? If you got the right people around you, you could save some of that money that you're going to be spending in lawyer fee. You know how much money she spent in lawyer fee? If he'd have been around me and Silk, he'd been good. Silk living his life, doing the right thing, you know, being able to be here to enjoy with his family. I gave this life up because I wanted to be here and watch Romeo do the stuff he's doing now. Watch Symphony, watch all my rest of my kids do what they doing now. Like, you got to sacrifice and you got to get the right people around you. You know, I tell them, man, pay for you a no man. Get you the toughest no man you can find, man. So you can keep your ass in line.
Oh, man, this is a great conversation. I want to, this is the last question I have. But you mentioned Donald Trump, and in November we will have a new president to take office officially in January. We're coming to the end of the Obama administration. What are your thoughts on the Obama legacy? The
Obama legacy. I was one of the first guys. I don't know if y'all could go and research. I know you do research. No entertainer thought that Obama was gonna win back then. I was on the front line. I used to be with Obama, like we sitting around talking. I'm like, man, you're gonna have to get some real security, man, because you about to be the president. And I used to go on all the radios. As soon as the light came that Obama was about to win, all the fake celebrities started coming crazy. Now everybody, Obama, Obama, Obama. Like, go check. Wow. I bet you can go back and do your research and find out all the people that was saying this would never happen.
Did you say, were you funding this campaign? Were you giving them dollars
I gave
at the same time?
the balance, which I'm one of the first ones to give, me, Tyler Perry, and Oprah Winfrey. So you'll probably go back and research. I'm at Oprah Winfrey house at the fundraiser. It was me, Tyler Perry, Oprah, Obama, and his wife.
Wow.
And it was no other us that believed. And then all of a sudden, everybody else, I ain't never been to the White House because I'm not a groupie. I'm not, like, I did my part. You know what I'm saying? I kept it 100. You know, and I ain't never asked for no favors or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Never. I mean, even if he freed my brother, he freed him because he should be free. Like, if he did this crime, then he shouldn't be free. You know, that's just the truth. You know, but when the evidence show that I'm just saying, look into the case. You the president, that's the only thing I'm asking Obama to do. You know, I know you would pardon my brother because he's innocent. Not on me saying this, I'm just trying to bring some awareness behind him and Mac and say, man, look into these cases. You're gonna see that it's not right. And you know, I'm a person that believes in the man up above, and it's about doing what's right. Even if they don't, you know, somebody is gonna figure out that these two cases is not right.
I mean, look, there's precedent. George Bush pardoned John Forte, and he got caught with the cocaine on him. That's really interesting,
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, I feel like the Obama legacy really has changed our life, changed the way we thought. We never thought that we would see an African-American president, and that's why I got behind him. You know, and nobody's perfect. I know some people don't agree with some of the things. I think that's with every president. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you re-elected him twice. You must like something that he's done. And you know, nobody, even him, he's going through stuff with his family, his daughter. So people stereotype you and say you can't even live. So it's like, you know what? None of us perfect. So I feel like the ones that deserve a second chance and that is innocent, we should give it to them.
Yeah, so as I was saying, guys, it can't be said that P hasn't went to bat for CM Mac in the past. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.